Alrighty. So I'm not even gonna go with like an intro thing. This is like 2.5.1 or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna continue on from what I was doing earlier. All right. So all right, we're up on Facebook. I got my shit running. I don't have my music. So anyway, where we left off was me screwing stuff up and starting to go down a road that I probably shouldn't go on. So I'm gonna back up here and I'm just gonna start tearing some stuff up. So anyway, I'm going to rearrange little things because right now everything is accessed through through basically global functions. Um, Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But for you know having different types, we've got all of these ifs and all of these. You got to get a pot value. You got to see, is this a joystick? Do this, blah, 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 pots, and then you've got all those kind of responses. So we're going to kind of tidy that up a little bit. We're going to kind of make it a little more generic and easier to work with. So what we're going to do here is we're going to visit the defines. Where is it? The defines right here. So we're gonna add another thing in here because if you followed my refactor of the debugger, this all right here went into a debugger class. I'll probably end up changing that to CPU controller. I mean, because the only real thing in there that is specific to debugger is really the breakpoints. So I don't know if I can abstract that up. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that. But anyway, that ended up a class. We're gonna add another one. Oh, excuse me. I did eat. I ate. I had hot dogs. I had three of them. Three big ass hot dogs. So my stomach is full. Still not feeling very good, but it's kind of fluish kind of thing going on. Comes and goes. But anyway, so we're gonna add another thing, and we're gonna call it like input manager or something like that. Give us access to a catalog of stuff, and we're gonna start creating things. We're gonna get rid of some of these ifs of trying to decide what should we do here, what should we do there, and blah blah blah, and kind of streamline it a little bit. Um, so in that case, and that actually does affect the configuration just a little bit. The area here we were looking at, I reverted all those changes because it was just going to be terrible. Um, so there's actually a lot of cases in here where it really shouldn't need to like update stuff. But we want to be able to get a list of the controllers, and we want to be able to set this. So we're going to need a couple of things. One, we're going to need like a kind of a catalog or a list of our joysticks, and that's not too bad. We want to get all the code for managing that kind of consolidated so we can kind of um, uh, make it a little bit easier. We're gonna, at some point we might even want to go to SDL. We might want to go to another input library, and this will certainly help. But I'm not planning on that. I'm doing this to make it just easier to manage, easier to work with, easier to maintain. Um, and fix some of the issues and make the user interface a little bit better. And there's just all kinds of little things that happen along the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an input manager, and we're going to create a catalog of stuff. But we're not going to be creating any devices right away. We're going to have some individual devices for that. We'll kind of we'll make it a little generic. I mean, of course, some of this stuff isn't going to be like immediately extendable, but there are ways that we could do things. Because I mean, there are a couple of different types of controllers that there's the audio stuff that uh, people were have, or that was mentioned, which actually isn't implemented, isn't used. So, but if something like that were to get in, or if somebody wanted to do like playback or interface with it, there's all kinds of different little things that you could do. Say to let the a program pack extension kind of be responsible for updating some of that stuff. Because I mean I could see certainly doing like playback and say, oh, let's monitor the screen, making some kind of AI. People do that kind of garbage all the time. So there's a lot of things that you could do that are practical, like the audio stuff, and then not so practical, like trying to get it some AI playing a game on the Coco through the joystick ports. But people love doing that kind of shit. But anyway, I mean, that kind of thing isn't really the goal. It's just really to clean it up. So we're going to start doing on some of that. We're going to get in here and start doing it. So we're going to use something like this device info for the catalog. In fact, this will get moved into there, but we're not going to have this device in here. We're not going to create that device. We're not going to create these until we need them. That's the thing. We're not gonna create these until we actually need them. And that'll be handled by the controller. It'll have the access to the catalog. In fact, so but anyway, so let's do a quick catalog because we're gonna want to add some additional information there later. Um, Input controller. I could probably use like just a simple map for this, but let's see. This is I'm just gonna make this a class because I'm not doing uh, anything that I want to express is kind of just generic data at the moment. So let's get this. So now the catalog is going to need um, something, and that is actually I think DI. Yep, that's in DI. So we need this DirectX input. And why is that? I thought I changed that to kind of a com pointer thing. Oh well, maybe I didn't. Maybe I took that out before. No, that's right. I only did the device instances. That's right. So, all right. So that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna go back here. We gotta find. Let's see. What is DI? We're gonna do this. Okay. So this is um. Oh, that's right. Okay. So we want uh. Yeah, I think maybe we'll have the catalog responsible for creating the and caching and managing the device instances. Um, so we're gonna do this, but that's the device. Um, I want that's a direct input, so I guess we're just gonna do this for right now. Kind of make it long and obnoxious. Direct input 8. I'm pretty sure there's a way to actually do this. I think it's should have been able to do that. Yeah, see direct input. Hmm. Wonder what that goes to. Just direct input A. Well, they're explicitly using the a specific version. Yeah, so although I'll check to see if I even need that. So let's go down here, just make this a little bit easier. Uh, yeah. And I'm just gonna go back to my original thing because there's no. I need to get a naming convention here. So the problem is I'm doing this and it's more kind of from a C# thing is kind of the thing they normally in C++ I would do this. I think I'm going to go back to that because that's just what I do in C++. All right, so we need to kind of initialize this, and there we go. All right, so we need to have that. So, but that cannot be. Oh no, that's right. That's. I don't know how I'm going to integrate this with the system state though. Not sure I want to use a pointer, but we shall see. Because this is actually going to be a member of the input controller. So let's do this. And you know what? All right, we're just going to leave that like that for right now. So all right, so we're just gonna go with this. We're gonna drop this in here. But what are we gonna do in here? Why did I make that public up here? You know what? And I'm gonna keep a. I think I'm just gonna put this back down here. And you know what? I don't. You know what? I don't need a. I don't think I need that. And actually, you know what? I really don't need to do this up here either, because if I'm gonna do that, all right. This is what we'll do here. You know what? Actually, I don't know. This is. I really don't want to be putting it in this file, so we're gonna do this. I will arrange this later. All right, so let's do this. Oops, that's the wrong one. There we go. And let's do that. I'll get the copyright notices up later. And let's see, that needs memory. That should be it. Oh, and DirectX 8. Let's see, joystick. Direct input is all I need. Oh, and the com deleter. That's going to be in utilities. All right. All right, so I'd probably get rid of that at some point, but let's do this. All right, and we'll get back over here. All right, and we're gonna go back over here to Input Manager. And we'll give ourselves a CPP file. And go over that. All right. Oh, damn, my back. Funky Cole Medina. Let's see here. All right, so that's kind of back to where it was before. In fact, let me check that out. Yep, all right, so no changes there, no changes there. We'll start our own new set of code. All right, so we got that. Input managers, All right, so we need to take some of this joystick code, startup code, and we're going to do this. Oops. All right. And oops, that's the input manager. Let's get rid of input manager and go over here. Get our vector in here. And we need our own device info. Let's go back over here to joystick input. We're just going to steal this for now. We'll delete that shit later once we move it over. That served as at least a decent foundation for us, so that I'm gonna separate that up a little bit and do that. Let's see, but we don't need that. Don't need that or that. So all we need is the name, and I think we're going to end up making that constant if we can. I don't think because since we're using a vector, the allocator is ill-formed because of it. So gotta. All right. So device list. Let's see. Go back over to here. Don't need to even do that. And we don't want to do that. All right. This is where we come into a problem. All right. Hmm. Huh. Oh. I don't think I can do a static cat. Or maybe I can. I think this is a reinterpret cast. F. Let me just do that. All right, so we're gonna go in and create our goofy shit, and we've got direct input and oh wait, naked direct input. Naked pointers suck. All right, so now I got to we want to make sure that we initialize our direct input here, and that's going to be naked. Oops. There we go. Reset that puppy. Ah. All right, and if it's failed, we need to we're gonna need to throw here because this shouldn't fail really. I mean, unless DirectX is not installed. Uh, you know what? I'm scrubbing the exceptions later anyway, so we'll just throw one for right now and uh, oops. Include standard accept. And we are. So, and we can probably just end up failing gracefully on that one and double check later, but all right, let's see what we want to do here. And for that, we got to go back over here, and actually we need to grab this. Let's see. And actually, you know what? We are going to make this a member. And we do this. Okay. Enumerate. Oops. Enumerate. Direct input devices. Okay, well, cool. Actually, what I need to really do is normally I have a special exception that says don't know what the fuck to do um, with a fix me on it, and but I don't have that in here yet. But I'm probably going to be adding it. All right, so we're doing this, and we need. Actually, you know what? Oh yeah, we're good because if we fail out of here, it's going to destroy everything anyway. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so let's see what we need to do here. What we need is a stud vector and input device info. Ooh, nothing like redundancy. Okay, so we've got that. Device list. All right, so we're going to do a vector of those. And we're going to take this and pass it right. Oops. Ah. Ah. Having some problems. All right. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, actually, we're not creating the devices, so we can get rid of that. And that. And let's see, what do we want to do? Okay, that's all right. And you know what? Actually, we can do this. Oops, auto equals static cast. All right, and then we just do this. All right, so that'll just give us our list, nothing really thing. So, and we'll handle those errors later on. So we've got that. Let's see. Hmm. Well, let's give it a shot because I could have swore that at least, I mean, the last time, oh, it's been long time since I've had to do anything with like direct input or anything, but I could have swore that I had to call a an initialization function. Well, shit. All right, well, let's just give it a shot here. Go up here, and we're gonna do include input. No, let's just do this. And we're gonna go over here to input manager. Oh, that's right, I closed that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get, now we're gonna keep those. All right, so we've got, oh, okay, we've got a catalog there. Okay, that's cool. And let's do this for now. And we'll go back over to defines, and we're just gonna add this here to the end. There you go. Okay, so I'm guessing that okay, this has to do that, and I don't really like doing this in a and a header though, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, actually, you know what? Yes, I'm going to do it here for right now. That really should be defined, passed on the command line. What the hell? Oh, shit went out again. God damn it. All right, let's see. So let's go in here. I not really. I'm actually not expecting this one to fail. All right, so we got that. All right, we're good. We got our naked one there. We set that up. All right, we got our devices. All right, and there is one in there. Cool. And actually, you know what? In this case, I don't need to kind of be doing that. I can actually just go ahead and pass that. All right, now let's see. Actually, what do we want to do? All right. All right. So, oh, oh, my back. Um, Actually, you know what? I do need. I should do that that way. Let's see. Refresh catalog. All right. So we do want to do that, and okay. Remember it's catalog, but and actually we're going to do this because all right. Oh, and I just do this. Oh, duh, it's not a void. Is it? Nope. I'll just do that for right now, kind of match that up and then rename a little bit later if I need to. All right, so we got that. You know, we're gonna, I wonder. Well, I don't think I could do that as a callback. Oh well. All right, so we got that. We got a list, and oh yeah, we should probably do that. Okay. That's good. Need some different music. With noise. Huh. Must you be using the GDB interface? Oh, it's noise. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right, so now we gotta. Hmm. All right, let's do this. Oops. Oh, all right, you know what? We're gonna do a drop one of the input manager 2. Oh, there we go. All right, so let's of course I know a certain somebody probably say, "Oh, that's not efficient." Big fucking deal. Some people, man, stupid shit they say. And I'm gonna be wrapping this in a namespace here pretty soon. So all right, let's what was I looking for? All right, so this public device list, this right here is what we want to really kind of get rid of. And mu state dot input manager dot get list. And this shouldn't cause a problem because this will have the same list as the other stuff, so. All right. All right, let's do to this. Input controller catalog. I think that's, yeah, that should be enough. See what else? Well, that's it. Well, that was easy. Well, let's get rid of that. All right, cool. Yay. All right, so okay, that's cool. Input catalog, that's cool for now. That's cool for now. For now. For now. And okay, let's do a commit on this. And one of the things I was thinking is maybe I'd do some metrics on this afterwards, but I'm not sure that'd actually be a fair comparison because there was a fair amount of code that's probably going to be collapsed um, and reduced, just by the very nature of cleaning shit up, and that'd probably happen regardless of the paradigm. So, all right, so we got that. Okay, cool. All right, and we removed. Actually, you know what? I added that in there anyway, so I'm not going to comment on that. It was a temporary anyway. All right. And actually, you know what? Let me go back over here. This is incorrect now, but you know what? We're going to get rid of that for now. Do, 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 do. And we're going to want to be able to create stuff too. So that's going to be kind of the next thing. So let's go back over here, joystick input. Okay, so we need to, all right, so we're going to have to kind of concentrate on these. Okay, we got the input manager. Let's do this. Uh, okay. Why is my music going goofy? Oh well. Huh. Oh well. Let's see. Where's my? I gotta went to the store and I got my drink sitting right here. A bag of them. All right. So we got our input. We got our device list. Now let's create one. And we're not going to do any caching at the moment, but um, yeah. So this allows us to create it, and then the input manager, of course, will set the stuff. So let's go ahead and we need kind of a you know what? I'm just going to go all out with this one because this is actually this will be a good kind of a good proof of concept. There's a little bit of uh, discussion starting. I mean, it'll be a big one about whether to stick with like C or um, going to move over to C++ or um, do both, which is perfectly fine. I mean, C++ is a multi-paradigm language. I mean, it's a uh, you know doing imperative and object oriented is kind of a both. It's kind of a uh, key use case of C++. It's I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with it as long as you're writing good code. Um, but I mean, it does, it has been compiling as a C++ project for, some time now. Um, so I mean, it's really kind of already committed at least to, the core semantics of the language. That's why there's actually some undefined behavior in there now, is that switchover didn't address that. Common things, that got by, the unions, the active member rule is totally violated by the CPU emulators, which you expect. So that's fine. I mean, it's not like egregious or really causing any problems at the moment, but at the same time, it's still undefined behavior and has to be addressed at some point. But um, so I mean, there's certainly benefits in going both. The thing is oops, okay. There we go. My felt like my mic cut out for a minute there. Anyway, um, what the hell was I saying? See, I wish I had a rewind button on this. Um, oh damn it, where was I? So you've got so either way that you go, there's a lot of cleanup that has to be done, and um, those changes have to be made, regardless of or should be made regardless of what paradigm it does happen to follow. I mean that there's um, a lot of code that could be cleaned up, and that's doesn't matter what the paradigm is, whether you stuff that stuff in the class or not. Some things are a little bit more difficult than others because you have user interface um, elements to it. So there's that has to support. And that's always usually a lot more because you've got to provide a lot more functionality support. Like in this case, refreshing that list, and um, you want to be friendly with the operating system. You don't really need to initialize devices, all devices at time. Am I using all devices? No. So we'll do this. So of course things can be cached if you need to be, and we'll probably start with that. So we're gonna need some kind of a device, and this right here is kind of what I've been looking for, is that abstracting the uh, the device, and that is there's a lot of different ways to kind of do that in the back end of a few things, um, but this will help kind of reduce some of that code, certainly isolate it so that it's a bit easier to maintain. But again, that's I guess all in the eye of the beholder, really, according to some people. So okay, so we got our device info here. We've got all that stuff. So yeah, we need to do a input device. So we're gonna add that. So yeah, I mean this one is particularly um, has a bit more to it because you've got interfacing with DirectX 8. You have to go out and you have to query everything. You have to enumerate it. Um, so and that's fine, but working with that Windows API, a lot. Yeah. So we want input device dot h. We're just going to do the dot h right now. All right, and class input device. And actually, you know what? We're going to make an interface for this. Let's see. We need to do this. Get our destructor in there. Just default that puppy. And I guess for this, we really only have kind of a few things, and that's like the button status and all of that. So now of course there's going to have to be some not really hackery, I guess, but more of a more attention paid to kind of interfacing it with the user interfaces, because you've got two portions of that. You've got the configuration panel, which certainly, I mean, you need to get a list of the devices, and you be able to set which one is active and blah 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 and all of that. And then you've got you know the all of the other Windows stuff where keyboard and mouse input has to be forwarded on to the devices. So there's a lot of ways to do that, but we'll see where this goes. So this would be a nice test to see, um, what's something that actually requires more detail to it and um, more management to it than was actually originally provided. I mean, it was. I mean, it's certainly minimal, but it wasn't. It didn't seem to be quite where it should be. So we'll see how that turns out. So right now, I don't know that we're actually going to do um, any actually stuff any things for that. So we're just going to go here to input device. Is that right? Controller. We're going to do create device, and we want to do we want to do this as a no, it's not going to cache it. So we're going to do this, right? Pointer. Leave it up to the user to or the call site to deal with that. Create device. See, we can kind of hide this. I mean, in this particular case, we could uh, we'll create a device or a list of things that already exist, so that or no, don't exist, but have specialized implementations like the keyboard and the mouse and all of that. So when we do this, we'll pass it a GUID that represents that, one of those. Um, uh, and and actually, you know what? Well, this is just a controller catalog. So yeah, this is what we want because the input manager will do that. So we'll tell the input manager, set this device as the left joystick, set this device as the right joystick, and I'll handle all the creation. But we could actually create stuff in other from other parts of the program. So let's do this. Um, Input device. And that'll get rid of a lot of the ifs and the conditionals, and not just from like the configuration or the joystick code, but also from the rest of the code. They won't say, "Oh, is this a joystick? Well, let's go call it joystick code. Is this a keyboard? Though, let's grab the keyboard stuff." Um, some of it we can't get away from, but that's fine. All right, so we want to go up to here, and this is input controller catalog. All right. Well, we're gonna have GUIDs, so I'll change this to a map. GUID. I forget who got me turned that GUID. Um, so I'm going to return a vector of them though, so we'll still keep that in there. Map. That's fine. All right. Oops. Constant. Auto. And we got devices. Device. Device list. Oops. Yeah, that stuff creeps in. Push back. And that's second. All right, that should satisfy that. There we go. All right, load device list. Ah ha ha. That's right. That load device list should be a map also. No, we just need the map. Load device info. Go over to here. Change those. And that's GUID. Duh. And you know what? I'm not doing anything. No state changes should ever happen in that. So we're gonna constify that mofo. All right. And um, oh yeah, there we go. I should. Wait, what is that? Oh, come on! Don't do that to me, bastard. Yeah, should be easy. That should be it right there. Yeah, see, it should be the value, which should be a pair. Blah 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 blah. Oh, is that good? Yeah, that's good. Okay, well, I don't really, actually, I don't even need to do that. There should never be one in there, so that's cool. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Now I need to go in and do a compare, and I don't think I'm gonna have time for that. Damn it. Actually, let's see. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. I got about 5 minutes, and oh, I hate that. I didn't even think about that. I've got to do it. So anyway, for those of you who aren't familiar with C++, maps not only allow you to specify the key and the type, but they also allow you to specify the comparator. So along with the allocator, so right now that less function needs to check that. So and I need to write that. I'm not going to have time to do it tonight. I didn't even think I was going to have time to jump back onto this, but anyway, I'm just gonna get out of here. I'll pick this up later, and I mean I've been doing this for I don't know 40 54 minutes now. Oh yeah, so an hour. So I've been going longer than I actually thought I would. So anyway, we got a clear direction on what we're gonna do. It's all this stuff's gonna work together. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be clean. It's gonna be lean. Awesome. So anyway, let me switch over here to my OBS so I can actually kind of sign off a little bit. And anyway, I'm gonna go out. Probably won't hear from me for a day or two. I actually got shit to do. What is today? Thursday. Okay, so yeah, a couple days. Anyway, have a good one, and I